Welcome to video 9 of the Pubmed video course. This is on using filters. Why do we need to use filters? Sometimes any options that you choose in the mesh database or you just run a search on your own, you get large number of results and you don't really want to go through all of them. So you can filter your searches. Filters, the concept is simple. If you have done online shopping, you search for a product and then you may be filtering it by the brand, filtering it by the price, filtering it by the availability, or so many other choices that you may be given. If it's an airline ticket, you may be filtering it by range of dates, the hours of the flight, refundable fares, or otherwise. So every database of such search options offers different filters. Let's see what filters PubMed offers us. We are going to do the topic obesity as a cause of back pain, which we did a short while earlier, and we'll see what kind of filters are available. We'll be doing this as a demo right on the PubMed website. So here we are on the PubMed website. Now, to do the same search, I don't have to repeat all the processes that I did. Because I did it a little earlier today, I click Advanced, and if I scroll down, we can see there's a history of all the work we did today. This history lasts for 8 hours of inactivity, and after that it just disappears. Right now, while we have it with us, let's take this search strategy that we had done for obesity as a cause of back pain. We got 117 results, and if I click this, we are as good as running the search again. So I have 117 results, and I want to know how I can get less results if I want to filter them. So first, we'll understand how filters work. In the online shopping, when we just assume that they throw up the right things that we need, but let's understand it a little more scientifically here. So first, we have this bunch of filters on the left. Let's add a first filter, which is, let's take that we want review articles on obesity as a cause of back pain. I click the filter review, and as expected, the number of results comes down. But how does it do it? Let's learn it based on all the theories that we've learned so far. On the right side, there is a box called search details. So before we get into details about it, this is the PubMed search box, or if we were in the mesh database, it was the mesh search box. In the mesh, when we searched for a term, we had something called a search builder. This is a search box, that was search builder. This is search details. This one interprets the search the way it has been done. So what we already had, obesity mesh and back pain etiology mesh, is here. It has added and review P type. That is, review is the publication type of the articles. All these are review, as you can see. So it's added the Boolean operator and review articles as publication type, review tagged with P type. So the first filter that we apply is added with Boolean operator and. Let's add one more filter in the same group, article types, which is clinical trial. Let's see if there are clinical trials on this topic of obesity and back pain. I'm adding this filter. This time, the number of results goes up. And what do we have in search details? It's added and review P type or clinical trial P type. And if you can see, this bit that has been added is enclosed in parentheses or round brackets because first we have Boolean operators and afterwards we have or. So that set, either type of publications has to be enclosed in parentheses. It's all done for you. Now, the same article cannot be a review as well as a clinical trial, and that's why it added the Boolean operator or between the two types, and that's how we got more results. I'm clearing both these filters, and this time I'm going to apply two different filters. So first, I'm applying clinical trial alone without review. There are 6. I'm going to apply the free full text filter. Let's see how many of these 6 are free full text. It says 3. What is it done? It's done and clinical trial P type and there's a long thing, but you can see it is free full text SB. SB stands for subset of articles in PubMed that are free. So it's done the Boolean operator and between both the operators. We know that and means less results. So as we see lower number of results, we know that it's applied the Boolean operator and. I'm clearing all the filters and doing one more. Let's say on this topic, I wanted last 5 years. So out of 117, I've got 38. How has it done it? It's added and it's actually calculated. Today we are on the 19th of August, so it's gone back to 21st of August of 2012, colon 2017 and today's date. That is the range of dates is these 5 dates. So all these search terms and the tags are put in for us. We've got 38. Now for this, if I add say free full text, the number comes down to 12 because it's added free full text and this range. So this is how filters work. The Boolean operator and or is added. By and large, within a group, very often it does or, in some cases it does and, across groups it does and. So when I've got filters in different groups, I just need to click clear all and we are back at the 117. So now we've learned how Boolean operators work and let's understand the different filters that are available. So we had article types, we saw 2 of them. We have text availability, we have something called Pubmed Commons, we have publication dates, species. There are so many such sets. Let's go into some details. Now, article types, there's an option which says customize. If I click this, there are so many more that are available, different types of articles. They don't show everything because the page will scroll forever. So let's try and view a couple more types. So I'm choosing comparative study. I scroll down and I choose randomized control trial. I'm choosing 2 more. I go right to the end and click show. So these get displayed here. Now if I want to restrict this to comparative studies, I just have to click this filter. So wherever they say customize, it means there are more options. You've got to display them first and then click the filter. Just displaying does not apply the filter. So there are many different article types. Let's go to the next one, text availability. Here there are 3 filters. Out of the 117, how many have abstracts? Or how many are free? Or how many have links to the full text which may be free, may not be free. So any one you apply, it is going to do the Boolean operator and. For example, if I click this, it's come to 94. But if I click the second one, This time it's come further below. That means it's added a second and, whereas in article types it did or. So here we have on this topic those which have abstract and are free. Now, what if out of 117, I wanted those which either have abstracts or are free? I apply both filters. All I need to do is to come here, change this to or, and click search. This time what it's done is it's actually put in all these as search terms. The filters are gone from here. So our entire topic, obesity and back pain etiology, and has abstract or free full text, is done as a search. We've got 96. So our knowledge of Boolean operators and the tags helps us to refine these searches which are not automatic. Let's get back to the filters page. So I'm clearing these two, and now I will explain the other filters. Pubmed Commons. These two are fairly recent filters in Pubmed, come in the last few years. Readers' comments are articles in this lot where readers have commented. Now, unlike Facebook, where only your friends or any of your, depending on your settings, anyone can comment, here one has to register to be able to comment. There are some points about it. The other one is trending articles, the ones which are being opened or downloaded most often. So you can restrict your search to either of these. Publication dates, the first two are obvious. You can restrict to 5 years or 10 years, or you can choose any custom range that you wish. Say apply and it will get applied. Remember, in each of these, it's adding a term and a tag. So if it was 5 years, it did a range of years and added PDAT. For species, humans and other animals, it will add the tag humans mesh, or in the second case, animals mesh. So if we restrict to humans, we are not necessarily excluding animals. There could be some studies which are talking about animal and human studies together. So there we will get information about animal studies as well. So when we add, we are just adding that term with the tag. Let's see what more filters are available. So here there's languages, sex, subjects, journal categories, ages. I'm showing all of them. Let's look at these. I'm going in an order from the easy ones to the more difficult ones. So I first take age groups. On this topic, if we want for a specific age group, we can click any of these. Again, if we click customize, we have options of still more specific age groups. We could choose any of them, click show, make them appear here, and then click the filter to add it. In the beginning, we had mentioned that PubMed has English and foreign language journals. So out of our results, if we want only English language, we can click this. Sex. Sex, female, male works the same way as humans and animals. You're just adding and female mesh, in the second case and male mesh. I'm going up to the journal categories. Here there are 4 categories, and I'll take the easy ones first. Dental journals are a group of dental journals. Nursing journals are a group of nursing journals. They are all subsets of PubMed journals. So if I'm searching on wound care, and if I'm a nurse, I could restrict to nursing journals. If I'm searching on dental caries or some related topic and I want articles only from dental journals as a dentist, I could restrict to dental journals. What are the other two? Core clinical journals is a group of 122 journals which are some of the best journals of each specialty. So, again, on a general medicine kind of a topic, if you get far too many results in spite of all filters that you add, you could consider applying the core clinical journals so that you're getting them from the best of all journals. The last filter here is Medline Filter. Let's recall we talked about Medline and non-Medline journals in PubMed. Medline journals are those which get mesh terms for every item that goes into the PubMed database. Non-Medline journals, only the bibliographic data is added, no mesh terms are added. So when we apply the Medline filter to our search, we are restricting to only those which have got mesh terms. When is this useful? Let's take an example. If I go to the mesh database and type, if I want literature on community acquired pneumonia, I search the mesh database and it says there is no such mesh term. I come back to PubMed from here and I try to see by a TI search, which is a quick search, to see is there literature on this. I search and yes, there is enough literature. But I want to see what mesh terms indexers have applied to this, to all these articles. Now, when I do a TI search, I'm searching the Medline and non-Medline journals, plus the latest that come into PubMed do not get mesh terms till the indexers have read them and added them. So I don't know from which of these items I'm going to be having mesh terms. So the best way I can do it is I go here and apply the Medline filter. So out of 4,693, 4,167 have got mesh terms. I can click this, go down and see what mesh terms have been added by the indexer. I see that there's one mesh term, community acquired infections, and there is another mesh term, pneumonia, which means when I want literature on this topic, I need to combine the two. I need to search for community acquired infections mesh and pneumonia mesh. I could check this out with 2-3 more articles and see what mesh terms have been added, and then I make sure that I'm right and do my search that way. So this is the utility of this Medline filter. Let's see how it was applied in the search details box. They've added and Medline SB. SB means subset. So they've added and the subset in PubMed, which is the Medline journals which have got mesh terms. So if we can remember this, for any term that we want, we could do a TI search and do and Medline SB and search without raising up more filters, finding them and all that. We could just do it that way. So this is how filters work in PubMed. Let's do a recap of that. I'm going to remove this filter. It's a good practice to remove filters once our job is done. How do filters work? They are based on Boolean operators, which we saw the use of and or. If we want to see more filters wherever there's customize or show additional filters, we've got to choose those, select the filters, first display them on the left side and then apply them. Just displaying them does not applying them. As you do each search, keep noting the Boolean operators and also see the search details box. Then you know how filters work. As you get really adept at them, you could probably directly do them in the PubMed search box without actually looking for filters and typing them. The choice is yours. If you're good at typing, you could do it directly. I hope that was useful, and this ends the filter related video. let's do more as we go. Thank you.